Nanotechnology, defined as a manipulation of molecules and devices measuring between 1 and 100 nanometers, is an emergent scientific field with groundbreaking potential in medicine. Within the next 50 years, it is expected the medical field will utilise advances in nanotechnology to offer more efficient, reliable solutions for use in the prevention, diagnosis and treatment of illness. Within 50 years, experts predict surgeons could pilot nanoscopic devices to operate surgeries, cancer cells could be preventatively located and eradicated, nanorobots could seek and destroy viruses, and artificial blood cells could save lives in emergency situations. With innovations such as these on the horizon, the combined field of nanomedicine is expected to revolutionise future medical practices, creating limitless possibilities to assist those in need. While nanotechnology is an emerging field, it is expected to become an integral component of future industries, and by 2020 it is projected that the global nanotechnology industry will be worth over $76 billion. Due to the prospects of nanotechnology, medicine is now expected to change more in the next 20 years than it has in the past 2,000. However, before delving into the predictions of how nanotechnology will affect medicine, it is important to understand the present nature of the medical field. Current data reveals medicine is undergoing changes at an accelerating rate as technology is becoming more advanced. This trend is anticipated to continue with a steep increase in medical breakthroughs projected over time. As with any future prediction, the actual feasibility of the advancement must be addressed, and nanotechnology is no exception. Predictions surrounding nanorobotics in this video assume miniaturized computing systems exponentially more powerful than what is currently available will have been developed. While this seems like an ambitious prediction, computer scientists forecast it will become a reality, solely calculated on trends such as Moore's law. Combining this prediction with advances in the field of quantum computing allows for the informed speculation that the future development of nanorobotics requiring extensive computing power would be possible. The other factor to consider is the size of nanotechnology. Devices on the nanoscale are extremely small, with 1 nanometer being 10 to the power of -9 meters. To visualize this, if the diameter of this marble were 1 nanometer, 1 meter would be equivalent to the diameter of the entire Earth. Designing and constructing devices on this scale utilizing current technology is both time-consuming and expensive. Therefore, to predict the readily available nanotechnology of the future, mass production through self-replication will need to be developed. Promising research is already underway in this field, and consequently, this prediction is also entirely feasible. With these developments addressed, the vast world of nanotechnology, containing cutting-edge applications in the medical field, will be available, and would soon become the most widely used technology on Earth. It is from this springboard that the area of nanomedicine will launch, transforming the medical field forever. One momentous application of nanotechnology is in preventative medicine. Preventative medicine currently consists of measures such as vaccinations and basic gene therapy, and this field is anticipated to be enhanced in the next few decades through the development of a branch of nanorobotics called artificial cells. Artificial cells are theoretical nanorobots engineered to have greater capabilities than natural cells. The most impacting application of artificial cells would be within the circulatory system, with red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets being designed to be more efficient, assisting patients in emergency situations and preventing illness. Within the next 20 years, nanotechnology specialists predict artificial red blood cells, called respiratocytes, will circulate throughout our bloodstreams. Respiratocytes would be spherical machines which resemble red blood cells, collecting oxygen from the lungs and transporting it throughout the body. Only this technology would be substantially more efficient, capable of transporting hundreds of times more oxygen at only the fraction of the size of its natural counterpart. This advancement would greatly assist people in life-threatening situations. Respiratocytes could supplement large amounts of oxygen during strokes, severe injuries, and asphyxiation. Additionally, artificial platelets called clodocytes would be developed. These nanomachines would be 10,000 times more efficient than regular platelets and would consist of a spherical shell with a biodegradable mesh compacted inside them. If the user cut themselves, the mesh would be unfurled and stuck to the cut internally using soluble films. The body will contain millions of these devices, networked via onboard nanocomputers. When a breach is located by a solitary clodocyte, a signal is sent, and within a fraction of a second, a cascade of clodocytes will be delivering their mesh, stemming the bleeding in less than a second. Artificial white blood cells, called microbivores, would be the final circulatory system upgrade. Experts predict these hyper-intelligent machines would flow throughout the body, functioning as a synthetic immune system. Instead of randomly contacting a bacterium or virus like natural white blood cells, these devices would actively seek them by tracing their chemical trails. Once located, the nanorobot absorbs and destroys it. This process would be more than 1,000 times more efficient than the natural immune system, meaning viruses and pathogens would be exterminated in a matter of minutes. Within 50 years, trends forecast that nanorobotics and computing systems will become sufficiently advanced to begin artificial gene therapy. This preventative process would involve inserting specifically designed nanorobots called chromalocytes into the body, with instructions to locate DNA within the nucleus of the body's cells. Once found, these devices would integrate themselves into the DNA sequence and imitate a specific base permanently. This genetic engineering would occur throughout the entire body, in trillions of cells, resulting in the manipulation of genes and the possibility to cure genetic diseases. The integration of nanotechnology in the field of diagnosis provides the capability to significantly increase the speed and accuracy of diagnostic procedures. In the very near future, light-sensitive nanoparticles called quantum dots will be used in magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI scans. These nanoparticles circulate through the blood, and if a tumour is detected, they bind to it and emit a specific wavelength of light visible during the scan. This clearly reveals the cancer with improved speed, allowing for more efficient diagnosis. As approximately 20% of cancer patients are found to be in the late stages of cancer and require immediate emergency action when diagnosed, the speed of diagnosis has a substantial impact on life expectancy. The effective detection of cancer can also be improved through research into filters that utilise nanotechnology. Dr. Melanie McGregor, a nanotechnology specialist with a PhD in nanoscopic interactions, explained this process. We flow urine samples in little microchannels. On one side you have a surface that will only recognise cancer cells. If there are any cancer cells in the urine, they will stay stuck on the surface and the other ones will flush off. This utilises nanotechnology in the form of cell interactions, which are a vital part of predicting how the cancer cells behave. This technology is already in its early stages, with further developments expected within the next few years. Further into the future, it is expected permanent nanosensors could circulate through our bloodstreams. Nanosensors are minuscule devices fitted with onboard computers capable of monitoring the body's vital systems and internal environment with amazing precision. They can alert the user of any anomalies that are detected in the body. As an example, a user alerted to the presence of Neisseria meningitis bacteria, the cause of meningococcal disease, in their blood, could access medical assistance before the situation becomes life-threatening. This technology would save lives when applied to any complication in the body. Arguably the most exciting application for nanotechnology is within the area of medical treatment. Within the next few years, nanotechnology-enhanced wound dressings will revolutionise the healing process of skin tissue. These wound dressings will contain thousands of nanoscopic needles loaded with mesenchymal stem cells, also known as MSCs. Dr. Louise Smith, a UniSA researcher with a PhD in biomaterials and tissue engineering, compares this type of stem cell to microscopic drug factories. It releases a whole host of chemokines and cytokines that calms down the inflammation, encouraging a blood supply. The introduction of these chemokines and cytokines, types of MSCs, calms everything down and allows the cells in there to heal it. With this development, more efficient healing of chronic wounds will reduce the risk of serious illness or the need for amputations. Another imminent nanotechnology advancement involves the implementation of silver nanoparticles as coatings during surgeries. Operating theatres require sterility, yet approximately 17% of hospital infection cases are a result of surgical site infection. Using nanocoating technology, surgical instruments will be covered in an extremely thin layer of antibacterial silver particles, which are covered in another layer of organic material that bacteria feed on. If a bacterium contacts the outer layer, the silver nanoparticles are released, eliminating it and therefore maintaining a sterile environment. As mentioned previously, experts predict that within the next decade, computational processing power will become sufficient to produce computers on the nano scale, progressing to the area of nanorobotics. The introduction of these devices heralds in a new era of medicine, one with unfathomable potential. Surgeons could pilot nanorobots in conjunction with virtual environments to control billions of these robots to conduct surgeries within the body. No incisions, no scars, no risk of infection. This form of surgery will be revolutionary. As doctors begin to use medical nanorobots in their daily practice, they will gain the ability to rapidly repair almost any physical injury, cure virtually every known disease that disables and kills people today, and vastly extend human life and health span. Following this groundbreaking advancement, the process of internal treatment will become fully automated, as nanorobots will be fitted with a hyper-intelligent onboard computer capable of monitoring the body and immediately responding if an issue is detected. These advanced nanorobots would also contain a nanofactory, which is a system capable of synthesizing a wide range of drugs, meaning the nanorobot could adapt to whatever issue it encounters and produce the required drugs to combat the problem. As PhD student Hanif Fidari stated, this targeted approach would mean enhanced therapeutic response and less side effects. Another application for nanorobotics is the use of stem cells to heal damaged tissue or bone. The nanorobots would insert these stem cells into the site of damage, allowing torn tissue or broken bones to be automatically healed in 1/10 of the time it would normally take. Combining the applications of nanotechnology in prevention, diagnosis and treatment would render human beings virtually immune to medical issues. Cancer would be a minor annoyance. Tissue or bone damage would be healed in a matter of days. The artificial circulatory system would save lives and eliminate viruses, and genetic diseases would finally be treated properly. In 50 years, the illnesses we know of today will be compared to polio or leprosy, a rare occurrence which can be treated with ease. Advances in nanotechnology will revolutionise the medical field with the capability to truly change the world.